2025 Missouri River 340 race in 61 hours and 41 minutes at age 70. Crossing that finish line triggered some reflections about my paddling journey. Over 20 years of this race, I've experimented with all kinds of boats, kayaks, canoes, an outrigger, and stand-up paddleboards. I have a video listing all my race runs and finishing times. And looking at the big picture, one thing stands out. 6th time I finished the MR340 in the same boat, my Sea Wind expedition canoe, designed by legendary paddler Verlen Kruger. It's probably unwise to compare yourself with younger versions of yourself, but it's tempting. So let's review the numbers. Different years bring different river flows, weather, different conditions. So finishing times alone don't tell the whole story. That's why I'm also looking at my placement among men's solo paddlers each year. It's not perfect, but it gives a sense of my performance relative to the field. 2008. Finish time 62:17. It was my third MR340, my first in the Sea Wind, and also my first year racing unsupported. 2010. Finish time 55:59. This raised a question. Is it possible to break the 50-hour finishing barrier in Sea Wind or similar expedition canoe? I believe yes. That year, Mark Przedwojewski, a builder of Kruger canoes, came incredibly close with 50:17 finished in his Dreamcatcher, essentially a Sea Wind with different deck. I believe he paddled the entire course without any stops, a truly non-stop effort. 2013. Finish time 62:21. If I remember correctly, it was a relaxed year with short stops at nearly every checkpoint. I called it from barbecue to barbecue race. 2014. This year was interesting. I arrived at Cow Point a day before the race, only to learn that the race was postponed by a month due to flooding. But several Kruger solos and tandems were there, so we paddled anyway. I reached St. Charles in about 51 hours. The flooded river was pretty safe in the Sea Wind, despite a lot of floating debris and trees. But I wouldn't want to paddle a fragile racing kayak in those conditions. 2015. Finishing time 53:16. My best MR340 time ever. It must have been a good race, but I don't remember any details. Perhaps a boring, uneventful race is a fast one. 2016. Finish time 62:48. My last MR340 in the Sea Wind for a while. After this I wanted a new challenge, so I raced the next 3 times on stand-up paddleboards. And 2025. I returned back to my old Sea Wind canoe after 9 years and finished in pretty good shape in 61:41. So, my Sea Wind finish times have ranged from 53 to 62 hours, with no clear trend, but my placements in the men's solo division show a gradual slowdown with age. Nothing surprising here. On the other hand, maybe I am not slowing down that much because I was never a truly fast paddler to begin with. The Sea Wind lets me finish in about 60 hours without intense race-specific training, a huge advantage at my age. You can check my video about my training or no training for this year's race. Sea Wind provides a perfect balance between comfort and speed. I can carry all my water and supplies if needed, and I can actually sleep inside the boat, as I did this year on a sandbar at confluence with Osage River. I was glad I brought an eye mask. It really helped me sleep under the bright full moon. The Sea Wind is also a great platform for photography and video. Sometimes in the past I carried a real camera and a tripod. In 2010 I even delayed my start because I was filming from the shore. In 2025 I shot a lot of POV footage before and during the race, much of which is on YouTube and Kinoman. A 60-hour finish is important for my solo unsupported logistics. I finish Thursday night, leave the boat on the shore, rest in a hotel, and on Friday morning I catch the Amtrak train to Kansas City and drive back to St. Charles to pick up my boat. I think it would be fun to do the MR340 someday as a fast touring trip, 70-80 hours with real sleep and more time for photography. But it would require a different shuttle plan. People say that a long-distance endurance paddling race, like the Missouri 340, is a great age and gender equalizer. Sally O'Donnell is the best example, for she is superhuman. I am just a recreational racer. Still, after all these years, I feel the truth in the statement. It's a positive thought, very positive thought. See you on the river.